When you fail, when you procrastinate, when you avoid a hard conversation, when you quit a workout early, what's the first story you tell yourself? For most people, it's a character verdict. I'm lazy. I'm not disciplined enough. I'm just weak. That is the one thing. That is the single behavior that separates a weak mindset from a warrior's. Weakness isn't a lack of strength. It's a diagnostic error. You blame your character, a fixed moral flaw. A warrior sees the same failure and asks a different question. What in my system broke? They don't see a bad person. They see a bug in the code. A faulty trigger, a missing step, a flawed narrative. This reframes everything. Shame becomes a signal. A moral problem becomes a mechanical one. And mechanical problems have solutions. Your job now isn't to hate yourself into being better. It's to debug the system. Let's find the first bug. Let's debug a classic system failure: procrastination. The trigger is rarely laziness. It's a spike of anxiety, the pressure of starting. The system's default response is avoidance. You scroll, you snack, you clean. Anything to escape that initial discomfort. And the flawed identity story that justifies it? I'm just lazy. That's the bug. It turns a temporary feeling into a permanent trait. The warrior's fix is a mechanical override called a pressure exposure drill. You don't try to feel ready. You engage for 5 non-negotiable minutes. You open the document and write one terrible sentence. You put on your shoes and walk out the door. The goal isn't quality. It's to prove the anxiety is survivable. That small, repeated action rewires the loop. The trigger still fires, but the response is no longer panic and flight. It's a calm, procedural start. You aren't fighting a moral flaw. You're patching faulty code. And with each patch, the system, your nervous system, learns a new default: calm under pressure. This is where the identity shift happens. You're not just proving the task is survivable. You're proving you are the kind of person who handles pressure. Each time you open the document, have the hard talk, or start the workout, you collect a piece of evidence. The old story was, I panic and run. The new data says, I start and I'm okay. Do this enough, and your nervous system updates its core assumption. The default is no longer panic. It's a calm, procedural readiness. That's the warrior's calm. It's not the absence of pressure. It's the presence of a deep, earned certainty that you can meet it. Discipline stops being a battle of willpower you have to win every morning. It becomes the automatic output of a system that now knows. This is what we do. You've moved from fighting a flaw to living from an identity. The one thing weak people do is believe their fear. Warriors build a different story, one small proof at a time.